Oh, wait. I gotta start the music again. Okay. Let's see. Am I live? I think I'm live. If you can see or hear me, definitely give me a real quick, like, what's up? How's it going? Wow, this is actually, like, a little loud in my headphones. Hold on. Why is this so loud? Is anyone joining? Okay, we have 2 people in the stream. Boy, it's a banger, huh? Okay. How do I turn... I think I have to go to audio MIDI setup. Audio MIDI. Hi, everyone. Wow, I don't think anyone's here. I don't know how alerting people for when streams begin. Oh my god, it's an unlisted stream. I'm so good at this. Okay, hold on. Can I just make it listed? Wait. I think I can change it now. Question mark. Public. Save. Okay. Now if I go into YouTube, does it show me my own screen? Okay. I think it does. We'll find out if people start showing up. We'll see. Okay, now live on your channel. I think we're balling. I think we're doing good, like balling in a good way. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so I did not really allocate like enough screen space for this. So we're gonna move this up here. I'll show you what's gonna happen. Oh boy, we got 2 people. Dude, we're popping off right now. Okay, so this is the plan. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so my plan, why don't we go back to the big one? Does everything sound okay? Are we like sounding good? Are we feeling okay? Are we having a good time? Oh, dude, the viewers are coming in. We're rolling in. I am a proper influencer, y'all. Do you guys feel influenced right now? If you feel influenced right now, let me know by buying all of my merch. Okay, fellas and ladies and everyone in between and otherwise, we are looking around at Wikipedia. I've had this idea for like the last 2 weeks where I just like 8:30 p.m. hits and I get this weird itch in my brain. It's the same type of itch that tells me that I need to start a podcast. And like morally speaking, I'm not going to scratch that itch. So this itch is that I want to get on Wikipedia and like faff around, be a little rambunctious, be like a little bit of a rapscallion on Wikipedia. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? So I figured I would just do this and go to Wikipedia. I'll Google Wikipedia first because that's kind of my boomer move here. Okay. Where are we starting, fellas? I don't think I want to play the Wikipedia game either. My goal is to like just learn some interesting stuff. So where are we dropping, boys? Okay, I look like a short king in this. I'm not that short. I'm 6'4". I'm look at me. Wait. Shit. How do I duplicate? You guys just hold on like 1 second. How do I duplicate this? Copy? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Paste. And then I need to take this. I need to go like way in. Yeah, like that. Okay. All right. I'm 6'4". Okay, that's all I needed to say. Now we can go back. Yeah. So what do y'all want to start with here? Chicken-powered nuclear bomb. Maybe you should add another webcam. Don't even be pushing that button because you know it'll happen. Prince Rupert's drop. Let's see. Rapscallion. I'm 6'4", you guys. Let's look up Rapscallion. Rapscallion. Is it band? Is this a band? Oh, you guys can't see the screen. All right. So first of all, we got to get a little bigger than this because why is the layout like this? Yo, Wikipedia, dog. I'm voting no on this. I'm voting no on whoever decided this is how we want to do it. So I think we're just going to have to go a little off the beaten path. This is what Henry David Thoreau was talking about. That's a good joke that everyone's going to understand. Okay, here we go. Look up onions. That's close to stout. Yeah, we can go to onions. Onions. We're just going to learn about shit. That's my goal. But, like, I know about onions, right? All of this, like, with my eyes closed right now. Wait, I need this camera back again. Hold on. No one move. Wait, it didn't even transfer the transform. Okay. I gotta... Okay. See, look at this. This page, I know everything that's on this page already, so we need to find something else. Okay. Banana bread. Let's try that. I like banana bread, but we have to actually start reading soon. So here's how this started. Charlie Sheen. The other day, was on Twitter, and I, like, saw something that had some relation to Charlie Sheen, and I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. I would be down to, like, learn about Charlie Sheen a little bit. And then I kept scrolling, and, like, the more I scrolled, the more interesting it got. How do I unscale this? This is great. I like just turning on OBS and then figuring it out as I go. Yeah, and there was one crazy thing where, like, you know what, actually, I probably shouldn't talk about that, or YouTube's gonna get me real good there on the old no one sees your video train. Okay, well, let's continue moving on here. Banana bread. Charlie Sheen was just not a great way to start the stream, I think. So what I want to know... Oh, this is a lot less than I thought. What I want to know is why my banana bread tasted so bad. Look at this. What is that? Oh, I can't click the back button. Oh, this sucks. Okay. So I just have to do this, and you guys are going to have to deal. It's banana bread. Wow, a lot of people did it during the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's learn about that. Do you guys remember this? Does anyone here... Raise your hand if you remember the COVID-19 pandemic. It's a deep cut. Tiff... Wait. Someone said Joe, and then Tiff said lo-fi. Indeed. Oh, lo-fi. Oh my God. Let's do that. Lo-fi. I can't be fucked to read any of these pages, bro. I just want to just type in words and hit enter. It turns out that's what I want. Okay. Thank you guys for raising your hands if you remembered the COVID-19 pandemic. That's good. That makes me happy. Okay, lo-fi is what we got in the background right now. I'm trying music. Oh no, is the camera... Is it all glitchy now? Oh God, I cannot deal with this. If it's gonna glitch, I'm not gonna be able to stop messing with it. It's doing it. Why is it doing it? Is it better now? Okay, it's better now. I don't know why it does that. Okay. Harmonic distortion and analog warmth are sometimes confused as core features of lo-fi music, which I always thought, but apparently it's not, because I don't hear a lot of distortion in like what's happening in the background right now. Although lo-fi has been in cultural lexicon approximately as long as high fidelity, popularizing the term in 1986. Okay, this is interesting. Let's keep on keeping on here and look up some more things. What's bedroom pop? Get me to some people. I want to learn some. Let's learn about the Beach Boys. And we got to go to the, like, if any band has like a controversy, that's what I'm looking for. I think I'm just out for tea. Like, I think I just want to know. Manson affair. What is this? See, this sounds spicy. Oh, this is indeed fairly spicy. Dennis befriended. Who's Dennis? Which one of them is Dennis? Right, Dennis Wilson. Okay, so we're talking about this MF right here. We're talking about this guy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real and honest right now. He's the most handsome of the bunch by a factor of 2. Wow, I hate this current song. I'm changing it. Okay, so this guy Dennis, befriended Charles Manson, an aspiring singer-songwriter, and their relationship lasted for several months. Wait. Pause. Like relationship or like friends? Like a relationship or like what are we talking about here? I think that's an important. Friendships are relationships. No, that's stupid. I'm only friends with people that I can get stuff from. It's a relationship in the same sense as a client. Okay, for legal reasons, that's a joke. Dennis then proposed that Manson be signed to Brother Records. Okay, so his homie. So Dennis and Charles become friends. To Brian's home studio where the recording sessions were attempted while Brian stayed in his room. Okay. So Dennis sounds like he's into Charles Manson. I'm going to be honest, it does sound a little fruity. So Dennis is like real down bad for Charles Manson. And then he goes, hey, my buddy Charles needs to be signed to this record. Brian reportedly disliked Manson. So he was not on board with it. And the deal was never made. In July 1968, the group released the single Do It Again, which lyrically harkened back to their earlier surf songs. Around this time, Brian admitted himself to a psychiatric hospital. Oops, uh-oh. His bandmates wrote and produced material in his absence. Okay, so Brian is he's going through a tough time. We don't judge him for that. That's lovely. It's good to get help. Wow, there's a lot of stuff about the Manson thing here. That's really interesting. Let's learn about more people's. See, we didn't even know this. I had no idea about this with the Beach Boys. Crazy, right? Stop shipping the Beach Boys and Charles Manson. It's not okay, Lance. You know, look at me. Look at my eyeballs right now. You know as good as I do, it's not the Beach Boys. It's just Dennis that we're concerned about here. But also, let's maybe look up something else so I don't keep talking about serial killers. I also need to adjust this is a little bit too close. So if I do like that, yeah. Here we go. Now we're in business. Okay, Insane Clown Posse. The Beatles, Jesus. Okay, I've seen the Beatles. Let's look at serial killers. Not yet. It's not late enough. Let's do the Beatles. The Beatles. All right. They were an English rock band from Liverpool in 1960. John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Ringo Starr. That's great. Let's talk about their tea. I'm going to keep scrolling until I find something interesting. British invasion. Look at these little guys just strumming it out, you know? The Beatles were good, but they could never make lo-fi hip-hop, and for that I can't respect them. Oh, Tiff says F, Marry, Kill, and then Ringo. In that order, Tiff? Let's analyze that. Yeah, F, John Lennon, marry Paul McCartney. I don't know that much about George Harrison. So I guess, yeah, you know what? I think I agree with that. I like Paul McCartney. And I don't like John Lennon. Okay, well, let's keep moving on. Okay, British invasion. Stand on civil rights. Controversies. This is what it's all about, folks. This is what we're here for. I want the controversies. I want to dig up some dirt. Tiff says I don't agree, but I can't say how I feel. Okay. Good to know. If you marry Paul McCartney, you'll be simply having a wonderful Christmas time every year. Dude, pause the music. Pause the music. Okay, it's paused. Come here. Have a seat. Take a seat. Why did I take this off? Okay, that song by Paul McCartney, the one with like all of the echoes and delay and whatever in it, I used to really like it because it was in this Rudolph movie that we would watch at my grandma's house when I was a kid, like when Juliet and my sister and I were kids. And I can't stand it now because like 2 or 3 years ago, my mom said she listened to a radio show where the person on the show was like, this is an awful, stupid sounding song and it's garbage songwriting. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And then I listened to it again and I was like, you know what? I actually don't like this. Anyway, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Someone said, Project Artichoke. I might do that. Chemtrails would be funny too. Dude, the Half says, these are some serious reaction streamer vibes. Half, you don't even know the half of it. I didn't mean to make that pun, but how well does it work? You don't even... We can get the music going again. You don't even know the half of it. I have the juiciest, funniest stream planned, but I can't do it until like something else happens. But when it does, it's going to be so funny. Okay. The spaghetti tree hoax. All right, that sounds the most interesting so far. But we didn't even read through the controversies for the Beatles. We got to do some. Okay. Compiling satirical response. Okay, these are all like formalities. Backlash. Oh, the KKK is involved. That's not a formality. Okay, I'm not getting my my need for... Wow, I'm not saying anything. I'm not getting my need for drama satiated here. Song catalog. Yeah, this is not enough. All right, what was the other thing? The spaghetti tree hoax? Spaghetti tree hoax. I don't know any... my goal is to only look up things that I've never heard of. So like if you guys are... I'm telling you, like, it might be possible for you to prank me here. All right, the spaghetti tree hoax was a 3-minute hoax report broadcast on April Fool's Day, BBC current affairs program Panorama. Family in southern Switzerland harvesting spaghetti from the spaghetti tree. Look at this! Oh man, you guys ever grow up and eat spaghetti off the tree? Just like that. Okay, this is, you know what? This is harmless and I love it. And 3 minutes is the perfect amount of time to like let that bit run. Search Ford F-150. So I think the move, like what I would try to do if I were you, is I would come up with something that's like really abhorrent, that's gonna like mess with the vibe of the stream. But the name of that thing is so innocuous or like interesting sounding without giving away that it's a bad thing that you'll trick me into looking it up. I think that might be the game that we're playing now. Did you see SpaceX lift the Super Heavy booster? I did indeed. Okay, 2 Girls, 1 Cup is not going to get by me. That is way too obvious. I'm telling you now, I have plans that I cannot share with you. All right, so the spaghetti tree hoax is good. Pacific Northwest tree octopus. Look at this guy. Holy Moses. Oh, it's an internet hoax. Oh, I like this. I like hoax Wikipedia. Interesting. All right. Frilled shark. Tycho Brahe. Where do I know that from? Let's try that one. I feel like this is a pretty harmless one, right? Does he have a personal life section? That's how you know it's bad. He's a star. He's a star. Somebody bring him some ham. Do you guys watch 30 Rock? Okay, you took too long to respond. I'm not going to listen anymore. Inventors killed by their own inventions. Inventors killed by their own inventions. Let's do it. Inventors. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's see what we're doing here. This guy, inventor of the Roper steam velocipede. What the frick is a velocipede? Died of a heart attack and subsequent crash during a public speed trial. That's interesting. Okay, a GE employee invented a new way to motorize bicycles. He then fell off his prototype bike. That's not a very interesting one. Like, some of these are... We need some juicy ones here. I bet we'll get there. Was killed driving a Stanley Steamer auto... Okay, first of all, can we get raw and real here? If you name your company Stanley Steamer, I'm never taking you seriously. That's all. He drove his car into a wood pile while attempting to avoid farm wagons. Oh, homie, Francis, that's bleak, buddy. Okay, the automobile ones are not that interesting. I know Marie Curie. I want, like, rocketry. Oh, okay, that one's kind of sad because it's got Mike Hughes. Mike Hughes is a goofy guy, but also, like, that's sad. Okay, Henry Thuil, inventor of the large high-speed this thing. Whoa. Dude was wildin' when he came up with this design. That's a funky-looking locomotive. Do you run it from the front and the boiler's facing backwards? Dude, okay. No, we got to learn more about this type of locomotive. Oh, is it just one? A forward cab driver. The two-cylinder locomotive had valve gear double boiler. Wow, this thing could book it too. The trials ended when this guy was killed by apparently leaning too far out of the locomotive and being in a collision with a line-side pole. Oh, Henry. Oh, buddy. You know what they say, if you can't take the pole, get your head back in the locomotive. This guy constructed the Aero Wagon, high-speed rail car. Wow, this does not look safe. Yikes, bro. Aircraft engine and propeller traction intended to carry Soviet officials. It derailed at high speed, killing 6 of the 22 on board. This doesn't look like it's big enough to carry 22 people. I guess it's if you really packed them in there. Huh. All right, well let's move on. This is an interesting one. What else should we look up here, folks? Look up Mo Berg and scroll until past baseball career. All right, that's interesting. Mo Berg. Oh, it ruined it for me. Because it gave me a little preview on what it was. Oh, no, is it lagging again? It's lagging again. I'm sorry, folks. Hold on. Let me try, like, resetting it. See if that works. Okay, that's maybe better. We'll see. We will find out. Okay, so this guy, he was a baseball player. Love a good baseball player. Big fan. And then he spied for the U.S. government. What did he do? Who did he spy on? In 1941, as part of his effort. This is too much to read. I need shorter words, and honestly, I need a lot more pictures. This one looks interesting. The Wizinator. I'm curious. It's a oh! I think good job. Nice work. You got one by me. The Wizinator got me. That's exactly what we're looking for here. I promise pigeon photography isn't what you think. Let's find out. Oh, I knew a little bit about this. So they use pigeons for aerial reconnaissance. Dude, look at this. Imagine getting back like the first photos from pigeons, and like you're the first person to ever see basically like drone footage, right? That's fascinating. Huh. Look at that. Okay, someone says search Project Artichoke. I will search it. Project Artichoke. What I've been doing, by the way, is I copy it from the YouTube, like the little chat bar on the stream, and then I paste it and I don't look at what the suggestion says, and then I hit search. You ready? And search. Oh, whoops. Developed and enacted by the CIA. Well, you know it's going to be bad. Operated by the CIA to determine whether a person could involve... Whoa! An active attempted assassination. The project also studied the effects of hypnosis, forced addiction, and subsequent withdrawal from morphine. Jesus, CIA! Oh, okay. Well, I know about MK Ultra. So this is just like MK Ultra baby. Mind control program that gathered information together. Dude, this is the shit we do to each other. This is crazy. Secret code name for carrying out in-house and overseas experience using LSD, hypnosis, and total isolation as forms of psychological harassment from special interrogations on human subjects. At first, oh my god, agents use cocaine, marijuana, heroin, peyote, and mezcal. Isn't that a type of tequila? Mezcal? I don't think that's what they mean. But they increasingly saw LSD as the most promising drug. Imagine being the dude at the CIA who's like, wow, this is great. I can manipulate people so well on this drug. Let's do more work. Wow. Dude, this is crazy. Let's look up CIA activities in the United States. Wait, no. I see a good one in here. Rat Kings. I've heard of these. Dude, okay, a rat king is a collection of rats. This is also kind of from 30 Rock. Collection of rats. Oh, no, is it? Oh, no, the camera's fine now. Whose tails have been intertwined and bound together in some way. This may be the result of entangling a material like hair, a sticky substance such as a gum or sap, and the tails being tied together. A similar phenomenon with squirrels has been observed. Do the rats, like, can they end up living? Oh, this is that. Okay, that's kind of spooky. Wow. They can't live, right? I mean, they must all die. The term was not used in reference to actual rats, but a person who lived for others. Okay. Okay, history, specimens, rat king was found, squirrel kings. Okay, explanations. They've been reported in all over these places, with the majority of cases in European countries. The existence of the phenomenon is debated due to limited evidence of it occurring naturally. Not if you don't watch 30 Rock. Rats getting stuck together during birth? That sounds unlikely. Healthy rats deliberately knotting themselves to weaker rats to make a nest? Whoa. Possible explanation is the long, flexible tail of the black rat could be exposed to sticky or frozen substances, and then it bonds them together. Yeah, so this is the thing. They wouldn't be able to survive in such a condition for a long time, particularly if temperatures rose or they bit the other's tail or whatever. since black rats cluster during winters for warmth, it could be a possible rat kings are naturally occurring. I don't think they're naturally occurring. I'm team, put it in the chat. What team are you? Do you think this is a naturally occurring phenomenon? I don't think it is. I think some MFs, because we were mostly finding dead ones, I think people sorry, this photo is like kind of disturbing, but I think people are like tying them together. Although that looks pretty loose. I don't know. I think it's a man-made phenomenon. In pop culture. Hey, I've been listening to Boston Manor. Interesting. All right. What else are we doing? Antmill. Dude, I've heard about these things. These are crazy when the ants just like circle and circle and circle. Wild. Manor. I do know her. Gerbling. Let's look it up. Let's see, Frank. What do you got here? Oh, nope. Nice work, Frank. Good job. Good one. Nice work, buddy. Get a round of applause for my guy Frank here. That was really good. That was right through the front door. That was like you threaded the needle of like it's innocent enough sounding and it's really not innocent. All right. Nice work. All right. What is next here? Can someone hit me up in the chat? What are we doing next? All right, we got this word. Jesus. What? Mythical trousers in Icelandic folklore. It's a pair of pants made from the skin of a dead human. I'm not clicking on that. I'm not clicking on that picture. Oh, sorry. It's not in the Wikipedia stream. This is fascinating. So if you want, it's necropants. You have to get permission from a living man to use his skin after death. After he has been buried, honestly, I'm going to be completely open and honest with you. It sounds like a good opportunity for some conflict of interest in terms of the way that the man dies, if you really want his pants. You must dig up his body and flay the skin of the corpse one piece from the waist down. As soon as you step into the pants, they will stick to your own skin. Is that true? A coin must be stolen from a poor widow and placed in the scrotum along with a magical sign, this thing, written on a piece of paper. Consequently, the coin will draw money into the scrotum so that it will never be empty. What? As long as the original coin is not removed. So it's like coin magnetism inside the scrotum. Wow. This is fascinating. To ensure salvation, the owner has to somehow convince someone else to... Oh, salvation, not salivation. The owner has to somehow convince someone to take ownership of the pants and step into each leg as soon as he gets out of it. So no one can... Like, it sounds like the skin must always be worn by someone in this mythical thing. The necropants will thus keep the money-gathering nature for... This is crazy. Like, if you told me that there were some homeboys who be taking off the skin of other people and that they do it, like... for like some weird sex things, I would believe you. I would not believe you if you told me that they do it for money, like a little money pouch. That's crazy. Okay, what's next? What up? What up, pals? Who's in the chat here? Who do we got bopping and popping? We got Astro Guy, Austin B, Finn, Loopy, Andrew, Nathan, Sea Harrier, Emil. We got Jolly Joystick. Good name. Look up. Oh, dude, the Dialtov or whatever it is pass incident. This thing is horrifying and fascinating. Here, let me switch my screen. This thing is crazy. I watched a video about this a while ago. Totally wild. Stalker, bat bombs. We got Finn, Fabian, Lance, Devin. We got Spider-Man. Holy shit, Spider-Man in the chat, dude. Sup. We got Hap, Kyle. All sorts of people in here. Yeah, so this was a group of people who got lost hiking in the Ural Mountains. This one's not quite as interesting. You know what I'm interested in is I want more of this. This type of weird ass lore of like, hey, did you guys know that one time like people would put on the pants of like a dead person? Like, I need more of this weird stuff. I'm going to click on this image, but I'm not going to show it on the screen just because I'm a little afraid of what I will find. Yeah, that's horrifying. I'm not doing that on the stream. Media related. No, I don't want media related to that. But like, how do I find more like magical, weird history? Okay, what's Frank? Frank, I'm gonna look this one up off screen because this one is not passing my smell test. Yep. I knew it. I knew it, Frank. That one was, you flew too close to the sun with that one. Get it out of my search bar. Do not search rumpology. It's too close. Okay, I will search for this thing, Spider-Man. Just for you, buddy. Since you're such a good superhero. Is Spider-Man a superhero? Like, is he really? Okay. He was a semi-legendary Buddhist monk who lived in the 5th and 6th century CE. He is traditionally credited as the transmitter of Khan Buddhism to China and is regarded as the first Chinese patriarch. Seems cool so far. Interesting dude. Look at him. Holy shit, he looks chill. Several popular traditions exist regarding this dude's... How do I pronounce this? Bodhidharma? I don't know that I'm doing that right. Okay, principal sources. Did he have any, like, crazy traditions? Okay, 2 entrances and 4 practices. Let's see that. Traditionally seen as introducing Buddhist practice of meditation in China, according to modern scholars. According to this text, 2 entrances into the Dharma. The first is subitist, teaching that directly apprehends the ultimate principle. Oh boy, wow. This is not incredibly light reading. I'm really interested in Buddhism, though. I have this great book on meditation that I have like not been able to get through. All right, cool. I like this. I could be down for more of this. Let's see. What else do I look up here? Joe, grow a beard like that. Dude, if I could grow a beard like that, let me just tell you, you wouldn't be I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that sentence. I would love to be able to grow a beard. I tragically cannot do it without looking like a little gremlin, like a little freaky gremlin guy. Whoa, Finn wants us to look this up, which is so weird. Just because like seems like just a normal square where like nothing controversial happened, right? Isn't that crazy, you guys? You know what's crazy to me is how real this event was and how much I love that I'm able to Google this event in my country. That's crazy. All right, let's look at something else. Whoa, the 2011 incident in the Los Alamos National Laboratories. I like the sound of that in the old Oppenheimer theme here. Los Alamos does not exist. Okay, well, let's go here. Safety management. Let's just look up 2011. Whoops, that's 2001. In August 2011, a near criticality incident happened with 8 rods of plutonium placed close to each other in order to take a photo. That's so dumb. Oh my god. In the aftermath, 12 of the 14 of the lab's safety staff left in anger about their advice being dismissed by management. Without safety management, the plutonium facility was shut down in 2013, still closed in 2017 because the lab fails to meet expectations. Dude, I want to learn way more about that. I do want to break the Wikipedia rule. Is this the photo? It looks like this is the photo. Yeah, wait, let's learn like 1,000% more about this. Near disaster. Not now. Sorry, science. Federal Nuclear Weapons Laboratory takes a hidden toll on America's arsenal. Technicians. Surefire way to praise their bosses in August 2011. Can you guys see this? You probably need like more. Yeah, there it is. In a high-tech testing and manufacturing building pivotal to sustaining America's nuclear arsenal, they gathered 8 rods painstakingly crafted out of plutonium, a little bit of a slightly different metal, and positioned them side by side on a table to photograph how nice they looked. At many jobs, this would be innocent bragging, but plutonium is the unstable radioactive man-made fuel of a nuclear explosion. When too much is put in one place, it becomes critical and begins to fission uncontrollably, spontaneously sparking a nuclear chain reaction which releases energy. The resulting blue glow, known as, I thought it was like Chekhov radiation. Chernikov radiation? Has accidentally and abruptly flashed at least 60 times since the dawn of the nuclear age, signaling an instantaneous nuclear charge and causing a total of 21 agonizing deaths. So keeping bits of plutonium far apart is the one bedrock rule that those working on the nuclear arsenal is supposed to follow. Wow, I can't talk at all today. It's been a long day. It's a rot day for me. Yeah, so here's the photo. Supervisor returned from her lunch break, noticed the dangerous configuration, and ordered a technician to move the rods apart, but in doing so, she violated the safety rules, calling for a swift evacuation of all personnel in the criticality events. Improperly decided that others in the room should keep working. Wow, this is crazy, dude. Look at how janky these rods look, too. Catastrophe avoided and no announcement was made. This is fascinating. Let's look up more interesting stuff. Oh, thank you, Half. It's Cherenkov. You're thinking of Chekhov's gun. Right. I am thinking of that. Dude, I'm going to kill this camera for being so glitchy right now. I know what I want to look up. I'm leading my own journey now. So Broken Arrow is what I want. That will get me where I want to go. Yeah, here we go. Nuclear incident terminology. A broken arrow. So there is... Oh, this is going to be hard to find. What's the one that like slammed it into North Carolina or something? The Damascus is also, that's like a crazy thing. Okay, Thule Air Base. I don't think this is what I want. The B-52, Yuba City, California, Sacramento, uncontrolled decompression. No, this is not it. It's in the Goldsboro. Yeah, this is it. Goldsboro, North Carolina. Oh god, this one is like fascinating. Okay, so here we go. B-52 carrying 3 to 4 megaton Mark 39 nuclear bombs broke up mid-air, dropping its payload in the process. The pilot in command, Walter Scott, ordered the crew to eject. 5 crewmen successfully ejected or bailed out. Another ejected but did not survive the landing, and 2 died in the crash. Information declassified in 2013. That is way more recent than I thought. Showed that one of the bombs came close to detonating, with 3 of the 4 requiring triggering mechanisms having activated. So the accident we don't care about. This is one of the bombs in the ground. I want to know. Yeah, here we go. I think this is it. This person responsible for disarming the device determined the arm safe switch of the bomb, which was hanging from a tree, was in the safe position. The second bomb did not have the arm safe switch in the arm position. It did have it in the arm position, but it was damaged as it fell into a muddy meadow. Ravel said the yield of the bomb was more than 250 times the destructive power of Hiroshima, large enough to create a 100% kill zone within an 8.5 mile radius. That's insane. So it did not possess adequate safety and airborne alert role in the B-52. This is when we like had like several B-52s in the air all of the time too, which is crazy. The US be doing some batshit wild stuff with nukes. In 2008 and March 2013, before the above mentioned September 2013 declassification, these guys disputed the claim that the bomb was only 1 step away from detonation. They point out that the arm ready switch was in the safe position and the high voltage battery was not activated, which would preclude the charging of the firing circuit and neutron generator necessary for detonation. Do you need to charge the neutron generator? I thought it's just like a piece of metal in the pit. Okay, so they don't think it would not have ignited the weapon's secondary stage. Okay, well, let's... Okay. Although the bomb was partially armed when it left the aircraft, an unclosed high-voltage switch had prevented it from fully arming. In 2013, Ravel recalled the moment the second bomb's switch was found. Until my death, I will never forget hearing my sergeant say, "Lieutenant, we found the arm safe switch," and I said, "Great," and he said, "Not great, it's on arm." Excavation of the second bomb was eventually abandoned as a result of uncontrollable groundwater flooding. Most of the thermonuclear stage of the bomb was left in place. Lamau! But the pit containing uranium and plutonium, which was needed to trigger the nuclear explosion, was removed. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers purchased 400 feet diameter circle over the buried component. The site of the easement at this is clearly visible with a circle of trees in the middle of a plowed field on Google Earth. Is that true? Will Wikipedia maps show me, like... Look at that! That's cool. Okay, let's shoot the shit for a bit, and it's probably time to go to bed. I'm basically 80 years old, so that's how this works here. All right. Have I seen Oppenheimer yet? I have not seen Oppenheimer yet. I'm going to see it on Sunday. I think what we're trying to do is me and a bunch of friends we're gonna Barbenheimer. Actually, we're gonna like Oppen Barbie. We're doing Oppenheimer first, which I feel like is the right move because after Oppenheimer, we're going to need to cheer up a little bit. And so we're doing Oppenheimer midday, and then we'll get dinner, decompress, and then do Barbie after. Have you heard of the incident where the priming charge did go off when a bomber accidentally dropped a nuclear bomb over Florence? I have not heard of that. That's horrifying. Oh my God, so true. The groundwater can have a little plutonium secondary as a treat. Reading anything good? No, and I wish I was. I wish I read more. I had this like great phase when I was in my mid or like early mid 20s where I would read all the time, and I want to do it more. It's so good for your brain. And I go through audiobooks like it's nothing. And the problem is that like it is kind of nothing. Like I don't retain a lot of the information. Ethan, the movie is longer than the time it has been out in the US. American Nuclear Society recommends doing Oppenheimer than Barbie. I did see that tweet. That was very funny. Okay, it leveled a house, but thankfully the nuclear part wasn't armed. Another fun one is the declassified story of how the Titanic was found. It was not, was it the Glomar Explorer? That was a different incident, but Titanic was because they were looking for sunken Russian subs, right? And then they were like, oh, what's this? Joe reads Sink by Carl Hyacin. It's really good. Oh, Skink. What is Skink? Am I going to regret looking this up? Huh. This sounds kind of interesting. I like this. I'm going to take a screenshot. Can you start a new channel chronicling your attempts at building a nuclear bomb? You know, just really busy. I would rather do it without chronicling it. If you're watching, hey, look at me. That's a joke. I'm having a little bit of a goof and a spoof here. That's a big old joke. I do like to build rockets, and I do like them to steer themselves and know where they are and know where they're going. I don't build the things that go on top of them. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Hi, Cole. Cole says, hi, Joe. Nice to see you. Hi, Cole. Nice to see you. Just goofing around. Quiet on the set. The payload is good. Wow, I'm so tired. Joe, why are the people at FAR so unresponsive? If you mean like over email, they're just, you know, most of the FAR folks are volunteers. Any model traveling fast enough toward the ground can be nuclear if you believe. I don't think that's strictly true. If you very carefully pick which part of the ground it's hitting, then yeah. Crazy cool to see you at Open Sauce, Joe. Dude, great to see you too. That was such a fun event. Far Homies approved my launch request the day before at like 2 a.m. Hell yeah, dude. Mark is pretty good about getting back. What's up, Duncan? How's it going, man? Yeah, Mark is cool. Rick is on Facebook, and he's usually pretty responsive there. I don't know that I have the contact for like Eric or any of the other folks. Joe, do you like airplanes? I just got my first job as a pilot, and I'm learning like crazy. I think airplanes are cool. I'm like a little child. I just like big things that move. So airplanes are cool. I don't like them quite as like Zyla's real into airplanes in a way that I like see her interact with her plane friends, and I'm like, damn, I cannot hang. But I'm real into rockets, so. Is there a close that is closer than far? Because far is too far from me. That's a good bit. Yeah, I don't know. Far is like this blessing that it exists at all. And then there's only like one other place where you can do just as much stuff as at far. And it exists right next to far. It's called the Reaction Research Society, or the Mojave Test Area. And, oh no, this song is on again. Dude, why do they, this song sucks. It's all out of tempo. Anyway, okay, let's see what else is going on here. When mix more prop. So I'm on mix number 3. Mix number 3 is done. And oh my god. If you're on ye old Patreon, you know that I plan on firing those 3 motors soon. The prop mixes and pours were varying levels of success, but we're learning, which is good. And what else? I don't know that I need to mix anytime soon again. We want to fire those 3 motors first and like refine our process a little bit. Do you have plans to release any of your music, seen in your videos at any point? It's very lovely. Thank you very much. I perpetually tell people that I would like to release my music, and then I never do it. And it's not because I'm holding anything back or I don't want to share it. It's because I can never get around to it. The other problem is that the music is really tailored for the videos. So on its own, it's very boring music. Like, you kind of do need it to be background to something else. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just need to start a SoundCloud. Maybe that's how I do it. I'm doing pretty good, just relaxing after a very stressful semester. Congrats on getting through it, man. Do you like the little space thing in the background here? Isn't that kind of cool? Have you heard of Dawn Aerospace? Yeah, Dawn is how do I know Dawn Aerospace? Yes! Yeah, they're the space plane people. Dude, this is very cool. What they're building is very cool. I don't know how much I I don't really know a lot about their stuff, basically. But their rocket plane work is quite cool. I'm not showing it, but it's these folks. They make like rocket planes, and they've done a couple of flights so far, I think. Is it a space launch plane? Is that what it is? Yeah. Yeah, how cool is that? That's awesome. Anyway, Joe, what's your opinion on the every frame of Breaking Bad ending? I think it's beautiful. That's one of the most wonderful Twitter accounts. And it was so nice to see it end. And then the owner comes on and does a post about like, okay, now we're going to do Better Call Saul. I don't know that it will be quite as iconic because Breaking Bad gets quite a few memes. But yeah. Is there a question you want us to ask you? I don't think so. I'm just here to hang out. And that's it. I think it's a pretty boring stream. Like I would like to show up and have a little bit more of a plan, but it's also kind of nice to be like, we're just going to hang out and chat for a bit. Like this doesn't work if we do it every night, but it works if like every now and then I hop on and we just chat. Have I got the correct mixing tool this time for your bread? Yes, the correct mixing tool. So I couldn't buy the mixing tool that I wanted. It came with a stainless steel mix paddle, and the bowl is stainless steel. And if you've watched the propellant video, you know that doesn't work because it can create a spark. So I bought an aluminum mix paddle, but the aluminum mix paddle does not fit the mixer that I had. So I had to CNC an adapter between the machine mount and then the mix paddle, and then Charlie drilled and tapped a bunch of holes so that we could screw it in, and now it works great. Now it's fine. It has the right paddle, but it was a lot of work. I love how this stream has just become more of a chill stream than Wikipedia. Yeah, we're just vibing, you know. Is there a story behind Tony Pepperoni? No, the name just rhymes, and I think it's kind of funny. Can I get a Joey B blessing on my pre-calc test tomorrow? Yes. Blessings upon you in your before your calculus journey, like pre-calc before your calculus journey. Okay, I got to catch up here. One of the most delightful accounts. Second to Austin B, of course. That's true. What do I think about AI? I don't think a whole lot about it. I'm pretty ignorant about it because I get a little scared thinking about it, and so I just think about something else. And you can call that ignorant, but I'm not an AI expert. I'm a rocket guy. What is hanging? Thanks for hanging with the homies, Joe. Yeah, of course. Banana bread update. No new banana bread since I've made the last batch. Maybe it'd be time to make some more soon. I'm kind of craving some little snacks. Play KSP. Not tonight. It's a whole lot of work to set stuff up, you know. I'm quite behind. If I subscribe to Patreon, will you send me a case of carbonated milk? Absolutely not. I missed the cooking with Charlie streams. Yeah, man, Charlie was just here. We could have done a cooking stream, but instead we cooked a lot of prop. So that was not such a great candidate for streaming. Will there be another video in the simplex motor test? Yes, there's one more coming. I'm just putting a lot of work into it, so it's taking a long time. Okay, I'm going to maybe skip a few here. Could I make a Delrin paddle? A Delrin paddle would work. Might not be quite as strong as the aluminum paddle. Joe, I wish you a very good night. Thank you, Devin. Hanging with Mr. Joseph A. Bislington. Howdy, Charlie. What's poppin', dude? What's everyone's preferred nuclear reactor fuel? Thorium or uranium? I don't have a strong preference on either. Did you know Joe switched from iMac to Windows all in one? No, I didn't. This is a Dell screen I don't even know what it is. I covered up the logo. But it's a Mac. You can't see it over here. It's a Mac Mini. Oh my gosh. Have I heard of FRC? Have I ever? I was in it. Team 2888. The Beaver Bots. We were not very good, but it had a lot of heart. Yeah, I love FRC. I was about to tell Joe he has a bad sleep schedule and then remembered I fell asleep at 2 a.m. in my time zone. Ouch. Would you have wanted to work on the Manhattan Project if you could have? That's a fascinating question, and I don't know the answer to it. If I had to, I would prefer to work on rockets than nukes. And even before the invention of a nuclear weapon, I think I still would have preferred rockets, not even knowing the full extent and power and politics and dynamics of it and whatever. Why did you leave the iMac behind? Well, first of all, it was never an iMac. It was a Mac Pro. No, I had a Mac Pro from 2013 that I got because I was doing a lot of wedding and wedding videos, music videos, and stuff like that. and the Mac Pro got really, really slow and sluggish, but it was still doing okay. And so then one day, my screen, I had like the Apple screen, like that was the fancy screen that you saw. And one day it died. And I had that screen since like 2012, so it served a really good life. I think it lived about 8 years. And then what the real problem happened is that I got this new screen from the Best Buy down the street because I had to edit some video. And then when I hooked this 4K screen up, because the Apple one wasn't 4K, when I hooked this one up to the Mac Pro could only update the 4K screen at 30 frames per second. And that was when I was like, oh, this sucks. Like, you don't think that it would be that bad to use a computer at 30 frames per second, and it is that bad. So then I panic bought an M1 Mac Mini, and it served me great. Okay, I'm missing some stuff. Oh my god. Okay, I cannot fly. Oops, forgot to do the Patreon thing. It's done now. You don't have to do the Patreon thing. Thank you very much. Okay. I love everyone repping their FRC numbers years after they graduated. Yeah, man. Let's see. Do I watch this or For All Mankind? Oh, I have to catch up on For All Mankind. I haven't watched it in a long while. I've only seen season 1. Tell us something esoteric about rockets like the Khrushchev effect. I could do that. That's fun. Right now, I'm thinking mostly about propulsion stuff. What's something interesting? I'm thinking about erosivity in solid propellant, but that's like, I don't know. It's not too esoteric. Head empty, dude. I don't know. I can't think of anything good esoteric off the top of my head. If you had to choose to marry the Area 51... No, Area 1? Who's Area 1? Ares 1? Or the Eco Rocket? Which would you marry? I would marry Ares 1X long before I would marry the Eco Rocket. I've been curious about your software development. How much unit testing do you do? Do you do the full CL or CI/CD thing, or do you just ad hoc it? Cole, I'm going to be real. Just those words, you telling me those, tells me that you and I are on different levels of software testing and software development. I am not too familiar with like unit testing as a practice, although it's possible that I just do it anyway and I call it something different. It makes it hard because I don't work in industry, so I don't like know the terms that I'm looking for here. But I usually try to debug my code as I write it, or like test my code as I write it. And so I'll have some type, usually like a lot of my code these days is just math, is just like, we're not working on like fancy functions or anything like that. It's just like, okay, cool. We need to take this number and turn it into 6 other numbers. And like, how do we do that? And I just like serial debug as I go. And then I do a lot of SITL. So I do a lot of software in the loop testing. Hardware in the loop would be great, but it takes an ass load of work to spin up. So I have a whole separate function that just replaces the navigation computer functions. It's a drop-in replacement. You just comment one line and uncomment the other. And it simulates all of the physics of like you specify the motor and all the other things, and it just like forces the computer to step through all of its states by like feeding it the inertial data and everything like that. And that's been pretty good. That's been like really good for helping debug things. I found a lot of interesting stuff that way because it also records the data. So then you look back and you can see like, is your vehicle recording data at the right rate? You can inject bad data. You can do all sorts of interesting things. So that's the type of testing I usually do. Oh boy, I'm falling behind. What was your favorite exhibit at Open Sauce? There was this kid, Alex, who built these quadruped robots. So cool. I also like the shrimp that fried rice. I thought that was very creative. Let's see. Season 1 of For All Mankind was so great. Season 2 has so much unnecessary sex. Such a turnoff, which is a funny sentence. I just got a 2013 iMac with the Intel Core i7 and got to fix it 18 days until parts arrive, and then I'm back to developing rockets and spaceplane. Heck yeah, man! My Mac computers have always held up really well. I mean, the Mac Pro didn't die. I didn't get rid of it because it stopped working. I just got rid of it because it was like, okay, this is no longer a fast enough machine. But I haven't had a computer die. Oh, that's a big spider. Hold on, I have to deal with this. Okay, sorry. Intermission. Hey Joe, I'm in the final year of games programming degree. I built a few rockets in the past. How do you start learning how to program your avionics? My advice is to just start, which is a super annoying thing to say to someone who doesn't know where to start. But it doesn't matter where you start. I would just start trying to cobble together whatever flight software you can, and like along the way you'll find things that work and that don't. But getting a point to jump off of is definitely the hardest part. So you kind of just have to like make that point. You could also, if you wanted, start from a tutorial, which is sometimes an easy way to do it. So if you know that your computer needs to read an IMU, right? Start from a tutorial, take the tutorial, save it as a new file, and then just start adding stuff until you have flight software. What is your favorite Wikipedia page from tonight? Definitely going to be the necro pants, the pants of the skin of a dead person that you wear. I thought that was very interesting. Let's see. You should look into writing code that tests your code. It helps when you refactor later to identify regressions. Those are unit tests. Got it. Okay, I am falling behind. Will I be an open source in 24? Almost certainly. Okay, recent movie you watched. Yeah. Oh, I know what it's called. It's I think Jerry and Marge Go Large. Jerry and Marge. Yeah, Go Large. I think that's the most recent movie I've seen. I really loved it. It was like a sweet, fun movie. Yeah, I liked Jerry and Marge Go Large. Joe, can you tell us something interesting about trains? Can I ever? Actually, I don't know. I can tell you about a company called Parallel Systems, which is trying something really interesting. Maybe we'll do this. Parallel. Okay, so Parallel Systems wants to do trains, but like modern trains, like modernize it as much as they can. And I think it is a really interesting idea. I am also unconvinced that it will be able to work with the current rail infrastructure we have, which is not to, like, we have the rails, right? But sharing those rails, like, what you kind of need in order to make this work is to get the rails, like, you want a separate set of rails from everybody else on the track. Okay, product. So they've got this like truck, right? It's like an electric battery and some motors and, you know, an assload of GPS stuff, I think. This is a really interesting idea, though, which is that you don't have one pulling unit. Every unit is a pulling unit. And they share the load, and it's like magnets or something that just couples them together. That is very interesting. The 1 hour charge time seems basically impossible to me, unless you're just going to swap the battery. But like, okay, so what this stuff seems like to me is like cool ideas that you see on youtube.com one time and you're like, oh, you know what this is? I think I'm stealing this term, but this is like the solar roadways of railroads. I really want it to work. I think it's such a cool idea. And also, I don't think it's practical. Like, it costs how much buy a boxcar? How much is a boxcar? No. How much does a boxcar cost? Price contract. Oh, contact. Okay, can we get some actual prices? On average. Okay, a new rail car. Between $100,000 and $200,000. Okay, so that's one rail car. It can go anywhere and it can carry a bunch of things. Do they talk about price here? Because does anyone have an idea of how expensive this is? Oh my God. They mentioned SpaceX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in these different articles. They mentioned SpaceX 5 times, bro. Chill. There are lots of people who have worked at SpaceX before, and I promise you not all of them are the Elon Musk of good ideas, which is a confusing statement in 2023, but I'm guessing it's about 3 to 5 mil, but I don't know. I'm sure it's like an easy million. Yeah, I can't imagine that these trucks, I don't know what they call them, but like these are trucks and like a rail car. I can't imagine that this is less than a couple $100,000, and that's just one set of trucks, because for every car you need 2. So let's say generously that this is $200,000 per truck. So you've now at a minimum quadrupled the amount that your rail car costs, or doubled the amount that your rail car costs. Now, you don't need a locomotive in front, but a locomotive is not that expensive. Buy GE locomotive. It's like a couple $1 million, right? It's like 4. Yeah, between 1 and 2 million. So let's say your locomotive costs 2 million and you have a train with 200 cars. In the first 20 cars, you reach that 2 million mark of like offsetting. And so the whole train is going to cost 1 billion times more. Does this make sense? Am I like making sense here? Like financially, it doesn't make sense. It's stupid efficient for a train to like operate the way that it does. Like rail is crazy efficient. And I think part of that is because a lot of the wheels are unpowered. Wonder if they try to do regenerative braking. It also is funny to me. They have like one video of a car rolling down the track, right? So these are like super duper prototypes. The future of freight is rail. Okay, the current state of freight is rail, is it not? Lower cost does not seem true. Faster deliveries definitely seems true. Safety is probably true because you have like, do I believe that? Is there a reason? Like, I don't think, because every train has brakes on each wheel, like on every single wheel. I don't think it's necessarily safer in terms of like slowing it down. Increased revenue doesn't necessarily seem true. Wow, fascinating. Dude, this also gets the box really high. Like, okay, like a low rider container car. A low rider container. What? Oh my God. Rail car. Or is it called sunken? One of these things. Sure, that'll work. Like one of these sinks the container. I mean, that container is maybe a foot off of the rail, maybe a foot and a half off of the rail. And this design here means the box has to ride on top. You can't do a sinking container with that unless you design this totally, completely separate infrastructure. And at that point, you're back to a regular rail car. And you can't do... Okay, I definitely watched a video on this before, so I'm stealing some of these things from this video. But like, a well, thank you. Thank you. A well. But you can't do the articulated truck here either, where like on these cars, you can share one truck between the cars, which is really cool. And you can't, without like a bunch of extra infrastructure, you can't do that with this. What benefit does it give over traditional rail? I think the idea is that it's okay. So you don't have to pay an engineer, but that's not that much, right? You don't have to pay a fireman. That's not that much. Or whatever they call them, conductor and engineer or something like that. But there's like 2 people that have to ride in a locomotive for a freight train. They're already automating some of it so that they have to pay fewer people. So they have these DP units, which is distributed power in the middle. If you watch the Tehachapi Loop video, you can see a little bit about that. I think the idea is that like I'm Joe Schmo, I run a farm. Like let's say I'm on this farm, I run this farm, and then I need to ship out my product to 3 states away. And so I put it on the parallel systems train. I pay parallel $25 to like run some service or whatever. And then they tell the trucks to navigate across the rail like 3 states over. The problem is that you can't pass anyone on railroads. And like, so anyone operating on any railroad has to have a crazy amount of coordination with everyone else. So like, the problem is parallel systems either needs to own the railroad and like be able to control the whole thing, or they need to build a completely separate railroad. I don't like, where I do think this is interesting is for switching applications. Like what they should really do is just build a very good autonomous locomotive. And like that would sell pretty well, right? Build a battery powered autonomous electric locomotive and shunt cars around the track, but also designing a like outside of the typical G-type coupler or whatever it is. Is it F-type? F-type. Like, oh my God. This is it, right? Yeah, F-type coupler or G-type coupler, whatever. It's these typical train couplers. I should just look up train. Yeah, these bad boys, right? Designing to not use this is designing to fail. They're like pretending that there's an entire industry that doesn't exist, or that they can just completely bootstrap themselves on. So like Tesla, right? They don't start by like redesigning the car so it has to work on a different road. They design a car that works on the current road and works with the current infrastructure. And then like very slowly they can start to build it out and do different things. But like, this just seems like, I don't know. The derailment is also a great point too. Like, they do definitely happen, and I suppose like an autonomous train would do a pretty good job of detecting derailments. Have a good night, Joe. Thanks for joining. Sounds like somebody took some VC for a ride. I mean, I think it's interesting tech. Like, I don't think it's not useful somewhere. And I also think that if I got offered a job here, I would probably do it. Like, if I wasn't already doing what I was doing now, it sounds like it would be a really fun job to be at, just not a fun company to own. They also have a great logo. I like the logo, the little switch. Matt, John, and Ben. Those are some white ass dudes. Tell you what, that's a Silicon Valley company. Parallels. God, our heritage includes SpaceX, Google, Tesla, and more. Don't forget to mention SpaceX. I want to learn more about this. They don't have enough on their website. Fleet management. Parallel is developing software that allows vehicles and platoons to safely integrate with existing rail operations so that all freight trains and transit interoperate. The fully automated connected system leverages machine... Oh my God! This is a VC scam. You do not need fucking machine learning in this. You actually like explicitly do not want a weird, unbounded, undefined, non-deterministic. I hate this. To optimize vehicle routing, traffic scheduling, and energy consumption, the result will provide customers with a hassle-free, best-in-class service and freight tracking. Yeah, they're using every trigger word. Machine learning is my trigger word, dude. Oh my God. I want it, like, I think this is really cool tech. I don't want to just shit on the company. I just, like, I'm not totally on board. Look, it's got little lights out front. That's cool. Okay. So, can we go back to the stopping problem? It says here, it can detect hazards, which, and stop a platoon up to 10x quicker than a train. So how does that work? Does that actually work? Because train cars have brakes on them, right? There are brakes on every single train car. They're air brakes. It's a genius system. So like, what makes this different? Because it still just brakes. Do trains have to worry about dead mass? Is mass optimizing the trains important? Yeah, I think so. Wouldn't it have more mass so it would stop worse? Like, because, okay. Oh, 10x quicker certainly means reaction time and not braking time. Have. Oh my God, so smart. I think you're right. I think they mean that it will react quicker. Because like what you're fighting is a physics problem. The reason you can't brake the train harder is because it's steel on steel. So there's not any of that. You know, when the kids talk about having that gorilla grip, there's none of that here. Okay, what's the opposite of a gorilla? a water moccasin, maybe. It's got that water moccasin grip. A blobfish, a frog, easily, any of those. A dolphin. I could see it useful for managing containers on a gigantic cargo train station. Yep, same thing. I think this makes no sense for long haul stuff, and I bet that if they end up making it work, it'll be in some type of switching operation. Jello. This is lovely. I'm really enjoying just talking about trains now. Careers. Let's see. Can we apply? If I erase the stream from the internet, would they let me in? Look, this guy's got a googly eye on his laptop. That's cool. Also, I do feel seen with this desk. This is a mess, and this is what my desk looks like. Shorter path. Okay, clean freight, clean planet. Help decarbonize rail and off. Okay, just so we're clear, once again, rail is crazy efficient. It is actually really good for the environment for rail to happen, even with the emissions that locomotives make. But we're talking about emissions per kilogram shipped and distance shipped, some type of weird intermediate metric. It's really efficient. Together, we can assist railroad companies to convert trucking freight volume to rail. Doing so will help to reduce highway congestion, improve road safety, and stabilize today's supply chain. Improve road safety is a little bold. That implies that truckers are the road problem, and I don't think that's the case. I actually don't know that, but I don't think it is. See your autonomous driving work come to market faster on a global scale. Wait, no way. Parallel systems, you did not. Okay, I want to talk about the argument they make here. So, this is an advertisement to a prospective hire, right? And so if I'm Joey Potatoes, if I'm Tony Pepperoni who wants a cool job, here's what they tell me to try to get me to apply. They say, hey, Tony, your autonomous driving work, as if I have driving work, could come to market faster on a global scale because I could test my autonomous driving on a train track with industrial goods. The railroad's closed track network is perfect for the safe and early commercialization of autonomous technology due to limited track access and centralized traffic control. That is a wild argument. That is so totally different than they're just saying do you want to solve a more bounded problem? Which I guess sure, right? But that's a wild thing. All right, best in class team. Of course, here's the SpaceX thing. All right, so we have for the fleet, senior software engineer, perception. I think they're talking about vision, right? Early stage startup responsibilities, set vision for the direction of the perception group. MLCV research. Okay. So this is okay. I thought for a second this is a branding thing. How much? Do they say how much it pays? I doubt it. Whoa. Oh. We going into rail, boys. Oh, baby. Damn. Ooh, shit. Okay. I'm trying to be that director of perception. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Senior software engineer, ML infrastructure, validation, modeling and sim, test. What do you think they're modeling in? Let's find out. Dude, these are good jobs. Damn. Okay. As a simulation modeling engineer, you'll be responsible for analyzing and predicting the performance of our autonomous rail vehicles. You will work closely with other engineers. Okay, responsibilities, basic qualifications. Here we go. We got, MATLAB, classic. We got NumPy, Python, coursework. All right, this is not as interesting as I thought. Okay, we got a mechanical engineer. If you're a mech, you can get 105 to 180. That's a big range. Vehicle dynamics. Ooh, I could get an internship. Okay. Well, you guys, I think I want to be an electrical engineering intern at this company. Let's find out what I'm in for. Okay. So as an intern, I'm going to help us architect the whole vehicle, design components, test the system. In this role, I'll be working with fellow engineers and technicians, bringing up new designs in our lab here in downtown Los Angeles, and run vehicles on our dedicated test track just outside the city. Whoa, I want to see the test track. I'm not applying for this, but I am interested in seeing the test track. This is an opportunity to engage early with new designs, make a huge impact on the direction of the technology. Looking to hire interns with experience of the following: analog to digital circuit design, power electronics, PCBA, all that. 34 to 44 an hour. That's a good rate for an intern. That's a pretty good rate. I think SpaceX is at 30 or 28. I don't know what they are now. That's a pretty good rate for an intern. And they pay them. You know what, dude? I feel a little bad about shitting on this company. I still don't believe in their mission or like their current vision. But good job paying your interns, and good job doing it like at a solid rate. Nice work. Talent recruiter. I also, you know what I like here? I don't see a whole lot of fluff. Or technical recruiter. I don't see a whole lot of fluff. I see like people building shit, and they're not like, we need a social media manager or whatever. Maybe I'm changing my tune. They gotta update their thing down here. It still says 2022. All right. Well, this has been lovely, folks. I'm probably gonna call it here because I'm getting a little eepy, get a little sleepy eepy. But it's been a little slice of heaven, you know, as they say. I'm gonna get real low here and just chill out. This is a chill stream. Here. What's up, you guys? How's it? What's popping? Thanks for joining this chill stream. Do you like this? Do you want more of these? Did you not like it? Do you want less of them? How do I make myself just a little bit smaller? I need fun stuff to do in the evenings because otherwise I get bored and then I start feeling bad about not working. So I need like activities, you know? And this is kind of like a fun activity where we just kind of hang out. Is the solid rocket engine series over? Nope, we got one more video for you. It's coming out next week. Okay, you do not need to spam it. If you keep spamming it, I will ban you. Don't be doing that. Just stop the stream when you get bored. Yeah, I'm chilling. Next time, can I play KSP? That'd be fun. I haven't played KSP in a while. Okay, we're done with the close-up. I love this little thing. My sister gave me this, the thing that projects the stars on the background. She got it, and she put it in one of the rooms of her house. I don't remember what it was, but her dog hated it. Her dog could not figure out what was going on the ceiling, and so she gave it to me. And I love it. Are you working on future avionics? Not right now. I'm really happy with Ava. Can your computer handle KSP2? I do not know. KSP2 has not had a super stellar launch so far, as far as I can tell. Could you play the full-length version of your intro song for us now? The song that you get in the intro is the full length. It's just the it is the full length. The simplex intro is the full length. Maybe I'm not good at searching for patents, but I can't find anything on their braking system. Oh, is it just patent pending or something like that? Yeah, I think it's time to start a SoundCloud. I think that's what I need to do in order to get the music to come out. Maybe a longer question. I remember your video about burnout last year, so you seem to be doing really well, at least in the videos. Have you found a way to manage it? Yeah, so the burnout video, and I'm only saying this... wait, can you hear me? You still hear me? Okay, the burnout video, and this is... I'm saying this because I'm embarrassed by it, but it came out in 2020, I think. So it's been a couple of years now. I had a bunch of other stuff going on in my life at that point that contributed to it. But managing it wise, I'm mostly just trying to only say yes to things that bring me joy. So that's why I've, some videos take longer than others, or I'm not pursuing projects that I'm not having a good time doing. And that helps quite a bit. And then I also honestly, dude, just getting older has prevented me from burning out because I simply cannot work as hard. The end of the day hits, 7 or 8 p.m. hits, and I'm I don't think I can keep going in the way that 4 years ago, 7 p.m. would hit and I'd be just balling out till, I don't know, 1 or 2 a.m. working really hard. And now 7 p.m. hits and I'm what do I want for dinner? What's going on here? So it's, and also I think practice helps a lot. What advice would you give an aspiring avionics tech who is currently fighting with custom PCB flight computer? I don't know that I have any good general advice for that. General advice is hard. Usually, getting good advice from people kind of requires that you get really specific about what your question is, because they don't know what you're going through specifically. There are plenty of things that are kind of tough with PCB design. My general advice is to try to do a good job. Do you still have the corpse of Sprite? Yes, absolutely I do. I would go get it. I should go get it. I'll go get it. Poor little guy. Oh, he's not feel so good. He needs some milk. He melted on the way to California. Oh, poor buddy. Oh. All right. Good night, Daddy Joe. Good night, Daddy Devin. Have you seen October Sky? Multiple times. I have. What happened to Sprite? When I drove to California 2 years ago, I put him in the car in the front seat of my little VW Jetta, and then I drove a U-Haul and towed the Jetta, which means that the Jetta isn't on. And I drove to... I think I moved to California 2 years ago, basically to the day. Basically exactly 2 years ago. So I moved in the middle of July, which meant that for 3 days as I drove across the country from Nashville, my car was baking in the sun. And so the PLA filament just did not stand a chance. Okay, fellas and ladies and everybody in between. It's been a little slice of heaven talking with y'all, and thanks for joining me. I will be back when I want to be back, and you might see me then. I am not a streamer. I don't have a stream schedule, but I do show up. I will tell you, Real Tough Swami on Twitch. My friend Tiff. Tiff streams on Twitch a bunch, and I will sometimes show up to her stream. Like last night, we played a bunch of Overcooked, and that was very fun. So that is another place you can find me. Or if you don't want to find me, you don't have to. You just close your eyes. It's a little trick I learned one time. All right. Well, I will talk to you all soon, and have a good night. Peace out. Okay, bye.